10 plus popular myths that everybody still falls for? What a bunch of idiots. Yeah, I usually chug the 87. How is this a myth?
We've all heard that the toilet bowl flushes in the opposite direction in different hemispheres, clockwise in the north and counterclockwise in the south. In theory, the Coriolis effect should indeed make the water move in those directions. But in reality, the departing water is only influenced by how it's flushed, and the direction of the flow doesn't depend on the place. Now, you're caught in a thunderstorm, and there's no shelter
and there's
around
nowhere
you.
to go to the bathroom.
Lightning strikes suddenly,
Which
and your
way does
first
it
thought
flush?
is to run towards where it just struck. After all, lightning never strikes the same place twice, right? Wrong.
I guess
the lightning did hit
this
that
guy's here to
spot for
ruin it
some
for
reason.
me, so I don't know.
This might be a sign that it's a risky place. Such a spot could be easily struck again. Let's find some shelter and stay away from metal objects. Eating before swimming has always been considered dangerous. People believed it caused cramps, but this isn't actually true. The only negative effect of swimming after having a meal
is being wet.
So just make sure you keep to the shallows as your food goes down.
Just make sure
The
you
Great
don't
Wall
get
of
too
China
wet and
is
drown.
often claimed
that's
to be
what drowning
visible from
is.
space.
It's when you get too
But
wet on the
there's
inside.
actually no building on Earth that can be visible from such a distance. You can see lights on Earth during the night, though.
So you're just
Albert
saying any
Einstein,
stupid
the greatest
thing that an
physicist
older
of all
person has
time,
ever told me
was
is
often
probably not
mentioned for
true?
his poor math
Oh,
skills.
Einstein, he's old.
People
He's
said
pretty
he
old.
failed this subject at school. But even though Einstein did fail an irrelevant entrance exam, he was
Right.
actually really good at math, even creating his own original proof of the Pythagorean theorem at the age of 12. Such a late bloomer, huh? Baby
It doesn't
birds.
matter. It doesn't matter when
Sometimes
he bloomed.
they end up in a dangerous
Has nothing to
place
do with how
and should
smart
be
he is.
taken somewhere safer. But you've probably been told that if someone touches them, their mother will no longer take an interest in raising its young. In reality, birds have a very poor sense of smell and can't tell if a human has made contact. So feel free to place
They don't
them
have
back
noses.
into their
Of
nest
course your
if
mom was
needed.
lying, you idiot.
Given our brains are so large, it's a shame
Ever
we
so
only
large.
use 10% of their capacity. Well,
that's not
that's
true.
another myth. You actually use your brain to the fullest, but different parts of it work
Well,
at different times
You
during
don't know
the
what
day.
I do, buddy.
Now, there was a time when
Mr.
warming up your car in cold weather was a
Mr.
necessity,
Popular Myths everyone
and some
falls
people
for.
believe it's still
Quite the
true.
guy.
But
Mr.
today,
Brightside.
we use different
So
cars,
that's your real name?
and it's worse for your vehicle to be left idling for too long. As for warming it up, 30 seconds is all the waiting you need.
It's all the way to
There's an
take two.
old saying that relates to bats' poor eyesight, but this couldn't be more untrue. Not only do they use echolocation, which is extraordinary, but they can also see pretty well. In fact, they see better than us humans during dusk and dawn.
You don't know how
TV or
well I
staring
see.
at your
Why does he
computer
think he knows so
doesn't
much
give you
about me?
square eyes or harm them in
I
any
never
way.
met the guy.
Your eyes simply become strained and tired after a while, but as long as you blink enough not to let them dry out, they'll be fine.
Real
Baldness
talk though,
is a
I got
natural
yelled at in
occurrence in
language
men.
arts all the time for
Shampoos,
phrasing my
gels,
sentences like
sunlight, hats, and levels of testosterone have all been blamed for the early loss of hair. But natural hair loss is purely hereditary. It can come from
Yeah,
both
I don't think it's
sides
the
of family.
testosterone thing because I'm just brimming to the brim with testosterone and I'm fine. I'm doing
But
fine. I
mainly
have
from
hair
the father's genes.
and therefore
We've
I'm
all
not bald.
swallowed our chewing gum, whether by accident or there wasn't a table to stick it under. Well, don't worry. It won't reappear 7 years from now. Your stomach will easily digest it and pass it straight on through.
Yeah, my mom never told me any of
Purchasing
this
makeup
stuff.
in bulk is a great way to save money,
Why is
as
your mom
makeup
so
supposedly never
deceptive?
expires. But it does. It can also grow bacteria, which will negatively affect your skin. So make sure to
There's a lot
renew
of
your
stuff that
supply
would, like
every
peanut butter.
12 months. Another myth about makeup is that it's harmful to the skin. But in reality, it's completely fine and can help protect your skin from pollution. Just don't forget to remove
Like
it
litter?
daily. Vikings have always been admired and popular in cultures around the world.
By who?
They've been pictured as brave warriors wearing helmets
Minnesota?
with horns in them. But the truth is, they never had horns. This image was first portrayed in an opera composed by Wagner in the
It's
19th
the helmet,
century.
dude. It's a hat.
And since then, the horns have been associated with Vikings.
This guy's
You
a
might have been
dumbass.
told not to wear red around bulls. But in reality,
Oh, yeah,
it
'cause they're
doesn't
in a
matter
gang.
what you wear, as these animals can't see color. They're usually provoked by general movement. Dogs, on the other hand, can see colors. But how they do it is different to humans.
And parrots can
The
talk,
ostrich
which is
will lay
different
its
than
head and
humans.
neck along the ground if it sees an enemy
Good
coming.
night, Constance.
As the bird's colors
sweet
match
dreams
the ground,
about
it easily
ostriches
blends into its
And
surroundings.
the 87
At the
grade
same
gasoline
time,
that was apparently
ostriches often
surrounding
look
them
as if
with
their
that
heads are
warp
stuck in the
effect.
ground, but they are not. Ostriches wouldn't be able to breathe if that was really what they were doing. The Scottish Highlands are synonymous with beautiful landscapes,
Just waiting for this to take a
tilts,
hard
and the soothing
conspiracy
sounds of the
theory
bagpipe.
turn in the, at the
But
last
the bagpipe
half.
isn't originally Scottish.
Actually,
This
the
instrument
moon
was first
landing
used
is
in
really
the Middle
not
East
what they tell you in
centuries
school.
before anyone in Europe had the opportunity to annoy their neighbors by playing this unusual instrument. Now, during deep sleep, you breathe
how I be
heavily
sleeping.
and can accidentally pull into your mouth all kinds of things. That's why
Huh?
you swallow 7 spiders on average per year,
That's
or
not
so
true.
they say. But this is not possible.
Yeah, I
A
swallow
spider can
7,
find
at least
nothing
7
less
a day.
appealing than a growling, fleshy pile of human that offers no food. It simply won't get near your mouth. Your fingernails don't grow at the same rate. The more the hand or finger is used, the more it promotes the growth of the nail. That's why the nails on your dominant hand grow faster than on the other. Ninjas just didn't
Which
have
one of you
one
wants to
color of
dominate
their
me?
famous ninja uniform. Of course, black was the best to blend in at night, but they also had quite a wardrobe that contained many colors to blend in on other occasions. Shaving your hair won't make it thicker, change its color, or make it coarser. It just appears that way, since new hairs start growing back with blunt tips at the ends. The memories of goldfish last way longer than 3 seconds. These
Well,
creatures can
those are
remember
lying too.
things for up
Those
to
are
3
red
months. You can also teach your
Those
goldfish
fish can't
to
be trusted
feed in
either.
the same place every day, amongst other tricks.
I don't really know what I can
Chameleons'
trust after
full
watching this,
color
dude.
of dull brown
This
and
guy's
green
kinda freaking me
already
out.
blends in with their surroundings.
You're telling
These
me I can't
animals
trust
don't need their
reptiles?
ability to change color to hide. Their amazing skills are instead used for communication and temperature control. During an earthquake, you're advised to find a doorway that is the safest place in the building. In reality,
I gotta become
it's not
more
safer than
woken.
any other part
Apparently,
of your house.
everything I know is a
Instead,
lie.
seek shelter under a table or desk until the shaking stops. Opossums have been shown to hang upside down in many cartoons. And indeed, their tails are strong enough to allow them to
Man,
hang this
guess
way
what?
for a
They
short
don't do
while.
that.
But their
They
bodies
hang
are
right
too
side up.
large to be hanging from a branch
It's
for
a
more
myth.
than a quick picture. Now, we're all aware of the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But although puppies learn
But
more
new
easily,
is relative, and
grown-up
any
dogs
amount of
can
tricks
also
that he
learn
wasn't
tricks
born
with
with
ease.
was always new,
A
so
trick
you
you
can.
should avoid, though,
Or you
is
could
the one
never
that
teach him a trick
involves
at
your
all.
pooch licking your face. Dog saliva has slightly more alkaline pH, which can prevent bacteria from breeding. But there can be hundreds of bacteria living in a dog's mouth, which may be harmful to your skin. Nah,
wanna
my
check
dog
my
can kiss
pH.
me all she wants.
What up, Hawkeye?
Napoleon was one of the
Never
most
mind what I
successful
asked.
emperors in human history. But in modern times, he's sometimes mocked for his short stature. However, at 5 foot
That's why
6
he
inches,
invented
he
dynamite
was
to get
above
back
the
at them
average
for
height for that
how
time.
cruel they were to him.
Napoleon even once played point guard for the French national basketball team.
This is the
Nah,
most
I made that
ADHD thing I've ever seen, Brightside. Thanks, man. If you're watching this as a YouTube video later, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Check out one of these videos around my head next. Peace. See you tomorrow. Have a good night.